Mum, I was just seeing things in there.
There's a word for it. Snooping. Do you want to talk about it?
It's a passing phase. Don't worry about it. Suppose so. Yeah, I naughty Eric. Yeah, definitely. No, that's definitely not true. Well, if it's around ribbon. I better go. Here's trouble.
And why would I be trouble? I know exactly what you're up to, and you won't be popular when it gets out.
We'll see.
What we need is a slam-bang day out. It's the end of the holidays and we all seem to have fallen out.
He's up to something, you can sense it.
He's probably got a den somewhere that's creeping around collecting stuff.
Connor would show off if he had a den, Uncle Trevor. He's a kid.
I have a feeling in my bones.
You know, I could take him to the cinema tonight, grill him at McDonald's. What about that?
You're a star, Uncle Trev.
No, he's a big kid apparently. He's back at 7 or it's bed with no supper. And that goes for you too, Connor.
I don't fancy supper in bed, do you? Baked beans under the pillows, chips on the duvet.
You know, every time I look at that boy, I see his father.
Me too, sweetheart. But do wait until you're a little older before you say things like that. You're only a kid after all.
He isn't here.
Patience, you can't rush him. It's been 5 years. But he's porked out on good living.
I won't recognise him then.
He's had many faces and even more jobs. That's why your mother won't speak to him. She thinks he's too shifty.
What about Robin?
And her. Every time I look at that girl, I see her mother.
Well, you're looking at the wrong one then, aren't you?
Feel that ground, son. England has come home to us, like the prodigal son.
It's come home to us. We are honoured.
It was lost and now it is found. Kill the fatted calf. God be praised.
Oh, please. Having one Bible basher in the family is quite enough. She is going to kill us. Very slowly when she finds out we're back. You do realise that, don't you?
I mean it, son. We are home. We have been given a chance to rediscover each other.
And the British tax system. Can we get up now while we still can?
I could just salivate over England's green and pleasant lands.
How many minutes until your next tablet?
I know. Let's play I Spy.
That's a girl's game.
I happen to like I Spy.
You play it then.
Maureen is still your sister. I don't want to hurt her. It's just that women priests just aren't practical.
So you're trying to bribe everyone at the wedding to get her sacked so she'd run to you for a job. Trying to dress as Brian's mother blew it, if you ask me.
Do you think it will work now?
I have no doubt that she's met his mother by now. But I do doubt she has a beard. You, on the other hand, did.
I Spy with my little eye, something beginning with G.
Girls.
No, Gosport, actually. Only joking. It's actually your granddad.
What?
Little Connor, it can't be. He's so big.
Grandad, what kept you?
He forgot his hat, so he had to go back to Australia.
That's what I told customs.
Australia? All the way from Rio to Australia for a hat?
Style. I'm an artiste.
Curious how your hat's turned into your tax return books.
Good job customs were at the same returning.
Catching the first sunny evening of the year is like scoring the first goal of the season or seeing the first butterfly in spring.
You aren't about to say, or meeting your first love.
No fear. There's no substitute for experience. I wouldn't be a kid again. Now, speaking of which, is Maisie all on her own this evening?
I came here to get away from my daughter. Why ask?
Well, her and boys. What are your views?
Well, I'm there for her, but Apart from that, she can date whoever she likes, as long as they make her happy.
How to love without smothering.
Oh, she's a computer nerd. Her IQ grows before your eyes. Her mouth moves too fast for any boy ever to press his lips on it.
Computer nerd, eh? No, I've always found the net rather gross.
Can you do something for me I'd really like?
What's that?
Tell me why you were married to Maureen for so long. All that passion wasted on her.
I thought we'd come here to get away from my ex-wife.
I know, but it gnaws at me. Why did you ever look twice at her? What's up, hon?
That's Trevor's car. Trevor, Maureen's brother. And that in the back, that's Eric. Sure it is. That's her other brother. And that's her dad. That's her bloody dad.
And let me say, so at this point?
So? He hasn't been seen since the day we got hitched. Well, not by her anyway.
I can feel another so coming on.
So? Mo hates him passionately, thinks he's a proper crook.
Well, as my vocabulary escapes me yet again. So?
She'd be livid. She hogged the kids all week. I'll not see them.
And that's a problem?
Did I say it was?
If you want to go to the football with him, then go. I'm just telling you, you're weird. No one loves me tonight, Di. Everyone's looking for a professional person. Just imagine making a living out of being a person. What kind of loser puts that? Well, I suppose genuine guy is what I'm after. You're having a laugh! Put myself on one of those things. Get stuffed, keep taking the Valium. Bye for now. What sort of sad people look at this stuff? Next.
Here we are then, Eric. Back at your flat, lovely preserved by yours truly.
You saved both our lives, Trev. I won't forget this.
Is he ready for what Mo has to throw at him?
She can't still really hate him. What about divine forgiveness? I've a good mind to report her to her boss. How does Brian put up with her?
Brian doesn't anymore.
Brian left her.
Left her for another woman, a foxy lady called Petula.
What a mess. This is going to break Dad's heart when he finds out.
It's not his fault. What's done is done. Tell him.
Come on, Pop. We're home. I always thought Brian would do the dirty. Slimeball, she's better off without him.
Oh, l'amour! Oh, la la!
Oh, poor lamb. I know what she's been up to. Oh, look! She's typed a whole lot of gibberish.
Saves her having to write it when she's awake. Let's go to bed. Computers? That's not the way to find love. She's only 20 for Pete's sake.
Oh, shut up. What do you know? You married Maureen.
I hope you two are thoroughly ashamed of yourselves. 2 o'clock you rolled in too.
Look, it's all my fault. I just lost all track of time.
I used to think you were a smart kid. So much better than your dad.
What was your dad like?
His dad, and we don't talk about dads. From now on, dads are taboo. Dads are evil.
Uncle Trev said it was great fun.
Subject closed. I've got a busy day. I've got Alcoholics Anonymous at 2, and you, young man, are going to help Robin with her revision.
I thought we'd at least get detention. Phew.
Morning, Dad. Welcome to my reclaimed hovel. Still, after that Turkish prison, it's a palace. Coffee?
Well done, son.
Trevor and Connor are coming round today.
That'll be good. I've things for them to do.
Look what Trevor's set up for us. He's got us online. I've got about 5 years worth of mail to catch up with. This is the way to do business today, Dad. You do still want to be in theatre management?
A business, Eric. But things can't be quite the same again. My reputation is in tatters.
Whatever happened to all this live for the moment stuff?
I'm reeling you in here, son.
Oh dear, he's got an idea.
You love your sister, don't you?
She's an obnoxious, judgmental twerp. Of course I love her. Why?
In that case, fetch my beard from the suitcase, will you? That's a good chap.
Which one? Rabbi, harassed teacher or dentist?
The new one. I need to look rough.
Here we go again. You never learn.
What are you doing home, young man?
We've got a test. We're all sent home. I need to revise. What are you doing here?
We've got an even bigger test. The teachers went on strike, so we were sent home early. It's a good job I'm here to keep an eye on you. Where are you going now?
Back to school, of course. I've got that test.
Like nose-picking or farting. The old drink should be actively promoted as one of Britain's leading vices. We have skateboard parks. What about drinking parks, where you, my fellow inebriatees, can fight, laugh and jellify unmolested? I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bradley.
Please, ring pull to my brothers. Or sisters, of course.
I fear that for the third week running you haven't quite grasped the purpose of these meetings. Everybody here is concerned about the effect that drinking is having on their families. They all want to give it up, hence Alcoholics Anonymous.
And you would discriminate against a proud alcoholic?
In respect of the Trades Description Act, yes.
I'm sorry, this country hasn't changed. I should never have come back to it. I shall not let you or it break me.
God helps those that help themselves, burglars notwithstanding. Thank you for joining our group today, sir. Tell us about yourself.
Well, the name is Patrick Stewart. What can I say, my love? Except I'm driving my daughter away.
With the drink.
What? Oh yes, absolutely. I upped and I left with only a bottle for company. And now I'm a broken man.
You may be a broken man, but at least your bottle's still in one piece. Take consolation, my friend.
Do you have a wife?
No, she passed away many years ago.
Is that so?
You'll have to help me, Vicar. You're my last hope.
There, Mr. Stewart. I hate to see a grown man cry. Let me help you. Oh dear, your beard's come off, and your hair too. Not quite your day, is it, Mr. Stewart?
Hi, love. Daddy's home.
Oh, get up, you wicked old disgrace. And where you are, your toady is too. My charming brother. Out! Friends, this is my long-lost father. Not long enough lost. He is a crook, an unstoppable harbinger of disaster. He's humiliated hundreds of his profession, but none more so than his family. And this is my get-lost brother Eric. Or at least that's what he said to me when I wanted to join his cool-to-be-cruel gang when we were kids.
You weren't a bloody kid, you were 20. Having you making mud pies and torturing insects would have been so embarrassing. And frankly, I don't think you'd have been up to it.
I was rejected by my own flesh and blood. It was an abomination.
I'm sorry about this. I thought it would be a nice surprise. Kids, eh?
You wouldn't have shaved off a cat's whiskers or chopped off a rat's tail. You became a vicar, for goodness sake.
Well, let me tell you, all things may be bright and beautiful, but I'm quite capable of pulling them apart when I need to. Like my family, if they don't get out of my sight this instant.
My little girl.
Go, the pair of you, get out of my sight, or so help me, I'll swing for you.
At least it didn't come in drag this time.
Michael Trimble! My God, I really thought you died inside.
I thought it was Tom Bradley. But look what I've brought you down to. A tramp with a tramp's name.
Don't be so soft. We were all cowboys out there. Use your life savings. Screw it up, that was the way to live.
But you're bankrupt, and it's my fault. The Palestinian militia took our theatre out with one shot, you know. Silly Valentine had never been so violent. Yet you stay with me for Macbeth in Spain.
I tell you what I'd like to do now.
I've pitied an old man with no business faculties. Don't sue me, Tom.
Just let him speak, you old goat.
Well, I was just going to ask whether you had any work going.
Do you know anything about internet websites?
Oh, piddle. Like falling off a log onto a soft pillow. What did you have in mind?
Step this way.
What are you up to now?
You'll see, boy, you'll see.
Was that lot bought with your credit card or mine?
You'll find out. You off to see Connor and Robin?
I was. I just had a row on the phone with Maureen. She wants to talk with the family. And her dad is back. He didn't know about the divorce, apparently. He's pretty gutted.
Oh, that's rich. Coming from a man who tried to impersonate your mother.
Blimey, there they are again. Well, Eric's still got that flat. Could be their digs now. Who's that other bloke with them?
They all look as thick as thieves.
Hey. Maureen's dad and Eric have had more plots than a landscape gardener, according to Connor.
Will he make trouble?
Oh, Lord, no. He's just a harmless old man. Maureen wouldn't spit on him, vicar or no vicar.
Then what's he up to?
Since my catastrophic marriage to your father have I been so humiliated.
I can explain, Mum.
So can I, Mum.
He's back, and you knew it, the pair of you.
I knew it too. The creeping around, the phone calls. You weren't going to tell Mum at all, were you?
Well, you didn't.
No, she just threatened to.
You're all in this together.
Can I have a last cigarette?
Or a chocolate milkshake.
Every time that man comes back to this country, he sinks to new depths. And this time is no exception. Whichever rock he's crawled from under, tell him to go back there.
All he wants to do is build bridges whilst he can.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It just means he wants to get to know us all again properly, even you.
He doesn't respect me.
Look, I'll catch you later, Connor. You better get out of here before you're hit by fallout.
No, Robin, he can't order you out of my house.
You see, you always like to be in control. Do you know why? Because you're scared of Dad, you're scared of Brian, you're afraid they're going to take away your son. Maybe even your daughter.
Don't count on it.
You're a chip off the old block.
I'm begging you, ease up on them. Brian, Eric, Dad, at least talk to Dad. Connor's got his number.
Just one call.
So, put it together, and what have you got? Your very own site. Your own blank, virginal world. Do with it as you will. And what will you do with it?
It's a spy outfit, my new venture.
Sounds distinctly dangerous. To what end?
To the greatest purpose of all, love.
Right. They let you out of that jail too late, didn't they? You're flipping bonkers.
Don't worry, Tom. He's always like this when he's got a plan. You know he'd lend in tears.
Who cares? He pays well.
Oh, pay. Yes, Eric, the savings.
Any fool can design a website.
In the shoebox.
We've already paid him in booze. That's our let's get out of here fund.
Chop chop.
I won't forget this.
You will when you're drunk is all.
He's earned it.
I'll make you a mug, shall I?
Thank you, sir. And if there are any problems, you can get me on the Riverside Park bench. The nice one with the tribute on it. Not the one by the poop bin.
At least stay to finish your drink.
Oh, no. Must go. Things to drink. People to leer at. You know how it is.
Don't you ever do that again.
What?
Make a monetary decision without consulting me.
Look at him. He's destitute. I did that to him, my fellow man.
The pyrotechnic witch scene was his idea. He's a self-confessed arsonist.
But he's fitted me up with what I need. Give a working man an honest wage. You couldn't have done it.
But it's money, Dad. When will you ever learn what it's for? As your business partner, I demand to know what's going on.
I'm reeling you in here, son.
No, you're not. Come on, out with it.
You love your sister, don't you?
Will you stop saying that like I'm some kind of unwilling kidney donor?
Brian and Maureen got married, right? They had 2 lovely kids, right? They were a family. It's all broken up now. You say they hardly talk to each other now.
They keep it as short as they can, according to Trev.
That love they had, where has it gone?
Oh, for God's sake, I don't know.
I'm going to prove that Maureen isn't the battle axe she pretends to be. Ain't love grand?
But Dad, you're not. You're not.
I jinxed their marriage with my actions. I must do this for them.
Brian has a woman of his own.
She'll understand one day.
After she's killed us.
I believe in happy endings. Are you with me?
I'm all ears, even if my eyes have popped out.
Good. I need anything you can get on Brian. Photos, current activities, the lot. Let battle commence.
No work today?
I'm part-time. College starts again in a week. I'm just swatting up on some IT skills.
I see. Well, there's a right lot of junk on the net today. Stuff I wouldn't dream of funding. Something here that might appeal to you, though.
Oh, really?
Dr. Cupid, the heart doctor. Advertise on 10 different media sites.
What a dreadful title. How do I reach it?
You don't, young lady. You're knuckling down to your IT skills, remember?
You sound just like your ex-wife.
That does it. Alright, you just click on the link in local media services www.drcupid.co.uk.
There, that wasn't hard, was it?
Hello, darling.
I've just come to tell you that I've passed my French oral.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm really proud of you.
As proud as Mum.
Oh, easily. And I bet she got a kiss too.
Well, perhaps at Christmas.
Kids. I'm needed at the office, so I'll catch you all later.
I'll get you a drink. Maisie's a bit busy on the net.
Waster.
What do you mean, access denied? Do you people not want my custom? Ahoy, hacker! Check this site out. www.drcupid.co.uk in local media services. Access denied indeed. Someone's going to pay for this.
Mind swing? Oh, Jesus. How what she does. Yes, it is. She's the mother of my kids. If I turn it into an interactive pilot... Message. God. What?
You can imagine if that story was big here, think what it was like there. A revival of hair, right under the noses of the Soviet Union.
Hair? Were they bald then?
No, darling. Hair is a musical, but it's very naughty. It comes from a less enlightened era.
How do you mean, naughty?
Well, people without any, socks and stuff on. And it's very cold in Siberia. He must have got some desperate actors. This was just one of his many misdemeanours. This is the latest. Temperatures rise as the Scottish play brings the house down in Spain. The emergency services descended on his production of Macbeth after a fireworks display wrecked the theatre he was working in. Shirley Valentine was destroyed in Palestine. A village in Tibet was still doing Waiting for Godot. He rewrote that 4 times. They'd never been sure which one to do. He and Uncle Eric must retire from showbiz before somebody is killed.
Doesn't he work in this country?
Oh, maybe he likes it enough not to blow it up. That's my point. There are the facts. Now for my side of the bargain. Dad, it's Maureen. I forgot to say, welcome home.
Do you know, Pet, when I heard you and Brian had split up, I was so sad. He seemed just right for you. If there's anything I can do, I'm home for good now, no more travelling. Nothing definite. Let's just say I'm coupling some things together. Okay then. Ring whenever you want to. Bye. And I promise that the only skirt I will chase from now on will be church vestments. On a woman, of course. Love, Brian. Introducing Dr. Cupid, impersonator to the lonely and the wretched. Oh, my little girl, if only you knew what was coming to you down the web.
At last! I've been waiting to meet you, Mr. Eric Triple. You intrigue me. You've been back in this country for 4 days and already you have a very, very exclusive business website.
I haven't the faintest idea who you are. Get off me, you mad woman.
But I smelled a rat because it denied me access, and nobody denies me access. Whatever you're up to, you're no match for Maisie Shears and her band of hackers. Well, one anyway.
Have you been prying on my business affairs? I can have you done for that.
Well, let me tell you how far ahead of you I am. You've been rumbled. It's a site set up by you and your insane father who lives in your flat. I know from Brian that your daddy is always playing tricks on Maureen. That's why she can't stand him. But this one involves Brian and he just happens to be my mum's fella, you see.
Can I pick up my shopping?
My hacker hacked in, traced the line. Dr. Cupid indeed.
Suppose I say it was my idea.
I don't think so.
You don't know us.
Wrong. Brian's always talking about your whole miserable wacko clan. My mum rescued him from you all. I won't let you ruin her happiness.
Prove it.
No, I intend to stop it. I'll be watching you.
You're just a geek. Who would believe you? Right now, my sister could be making Brian an offer he can't refuse. Now then, be a good girl and go and get a boyfriend or something. Preferably not on the net. My wallet. Oh no!
darling. Oh, had a hard day at work.
Why, yes, I think. I had the most extraordinary message. And I would like you all to know that I went out and got myself a bank account with all that dosh. Good old Uncle Bill and his shoebox. I could have bought 20 bottles with that, Vicar, so I hope you're satisfied. Vicar?
The only skirt I'll chase now are church vestments. Very strange.
Is there something you should be telling us, Vicar?
So, you got my attention. Now where's my wallet?
And it's good to see you too, Eric.
This is theft.
Sheer carelessness, I'd say. Unless it's an excuse to see me again.
I didn't really want to see you at all. Is your mother like you?
She's a lovely, kind person. That's why I'm here. Your entire plan,
Or the wallet gets it.
No, I just blow the whistle on Dr. Cupid.
First, I want to know my wallet is okay.
Eric, that's what you get.
My dad is Dr. Cupid.
I'd worked that out already.
You really are very, very smarmy. Did you know that?
Emails have passed between Brian and your sister. Romantic ones. But to them, not from them. From Dr. Cupid, imitating their email addresses and forwarding fake messages. Now I shall ask this only once. What is he up to?
Look, he's just a tired old man who wants to put things right. I'm going along with it because he's my dad. He's trying to lure Maureen and Brighton back together.
And what about my mum? How does she figure in all this?
Well, she doesn't if you really want to know.
Mum and Brian are happy. Can't you understand that?
Whether it works or not, it's what Dad wants. End of conversation.
No. I'm damned if I'll sit back and let it happen.
Maisie, let Brian decide. It's nothing to do with you.
We'll see.
Wallet?
I'm going to the police with it, and a little fraud. Ow! Oh, God!
And if you trust Brian, you've got no worries. He won't keep secrets from your mum, will he?
I must go. Long day tomorrow.
Looking for actors?
Seeing if they play the part. Should be quite a turn-up.
I'm taking it easy tomorrow. I thought I'd go out this evening.
Where?
For a long walk for a change. Clear my head.
Time to go, Dad. Robin, are you sure you don't want to go too?
No, thank you. Mum needs me.
You always say that you're like a stuck record.
Now, I must go and do some work. Bye, Dad. See you soon.
Deck yourself up in your finest array with a hey-ho, come to the fair.
Sorry.
You'll see I'm now in the process of my greatest performance, with Maureen as my unwitting co-star.
You old devil. What are you up to?
It's a surprise, isn't it?
I'm reeling you in here, son. Do you love your mum?
She's all right, a bit bossy and grumpy.
But you do, right?
I suppose so, yeah?
Well, you and me, little fellow, are going to make her smile again. Let's go.
Robin, love, you'd better get that reading project together.
But I've done it already.
Well, I need to concentrate, so if you don't mind. Why are you doing this, Brian? After so long. I can't take it in.
Dad, have you sent the rendezvous phrase yet?
Of course. I sent it hours ago. I think Maureen has fallen for it too. Tomorrow night she'll...
You've been sussed. Petula's daughter.
Petulia?
Petula Shears. She's Brian's new woman. She's got a bright daughter who hacks into computer systems. She knows what we're up to. She got suspicious when she found our website and couldn't hack into it.
Brian won't tell her where he's going.
He won't have to, you old fool. She hacks into computers. We're amateurs to this game, Dad, admit it.
You just have to think professional.
Dad, are you absolutely sure you want to go ahead with this? Brian seems fine as he is.
We must try, son. You never know. By tomorrow night we might be a family again.
What about Maisie?
Maisie?
Maisie Shears, Petula's daughter, and nemesis.
You'll just have to make sure she doesn't make the rendezvous.
Just like that. And what will you be doing?
Spying on Maureen. She's told everyone she's gone for a long walk. But you and I will know where she'll be.
Your granddad set up a site on the net as a sort of romantic fixer-upper.
Fixing who?
You got to promise not to tell.
My mum and dad?
You got to swear not to tell a soul.
My mum and dad?
Just promise not to say anything.
It's my mum and dad.
You're no fun. I'm not telling you.
Not going to try anyway.
Your mum's face when she finds out. Mamma mia.
So, tell me this is a coincidence, right?
You're too late, Eric. She knows all about your scam. Now leave it.
Oh, rubbish. You haven't even seen it yet. I'll stay here till you do.
Hey!
Oh! Eric! How's it going? Oh, just terrific.
I don't know what to make of this.
Having second thoughts?
I haven't had first ones.
Me neither.
Well, then why did you ask for this?
You asked for it.
You did, I think you'll find. It's a crazy idea.
Well, why do you do this to me?
I didn't, you did it to me.
It takes more than having kids in common to love someone.
No. It's a snooping father. Hi, Brian.
Maisie says Maureen's dad has set up this whole meeting, internet and all. Unless you actually want her back.
No, of course not. I just came to hear her out, see why she wanted me back.
I like that. You left me. Eric, did you help Dad with this?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Why, Eric?
Because, damn it, I owe him. I didn't think this scheme of his would work, but I went along with it. Whatever you think of him, however underhand his methods, he did this for you.
If nothing else, at least we all know where we stand.
I take it you're Petula.
Yes, I am.
The same Petula who seduced my husband and stole him away, leaving me to bring up 2 kids alone.
Yes.
My compliments and blessings. You're the best thing that happened to either of us. Marriage, Brian, it all got in the way. I've got my life back now. I'm in control. I couldn't be happier.
Oh, thanks a lot.
What about the kids?
I've never regretted the kids. Got the best of both worlds.
What can I say?
Dad, wherever you are, you know what I want. I've already got it. So no more games.
Amen.
I noticed they both turned up at the rendezvous.
Get going. You've got a project to finish. Tell me, has he always had that old bear in his bed?
Oh yes, it's a hot water bottle, you know.
Never. I've not seen him use it as well.
He doesn't even know it's one. Try bending your head back and shoving your hand down the back of it. the bear, not Brian.
Light the blue touch paper and watch it fizzle in the rain. Cheer up, Maisie. Can't always be handbags at dawn.
I'd have ripped her eyes out.
Whose?
Either. Whatever happened to insane jealousy?
It grew up. You know something, Maisie? You really should get out more.
I hate you.
No, you don't. Because I'm just about to buy you a candy floss to replace the dollop I pinched.
You must be having a laugh.
One of us has to. Then I'll give you a dodgem ride.
Who says I want to?
Me driving, of course. Wouldn't want to crash now, would we?
Arrogant pig, I'll show you you can drive.
To Maureen's boss. Thanks, mate.
Oh, what are you complaining about, woman? We got out in one piece, didn't we?
Please put me out of my misery.
What misery?
Tell me why you supported your father in a plan you knew was pants.
It was his last chance to build his bridges with Maureen. Things had gone on further than he realised.
Last chance?
He's not a well man. The years of touring the world and getting into scrapes have taken their toll. That's why he had to do it now. He has to live for now. The first attack was in Australia. Overwork. Pushed himself to the limit for too long. Daft old git.
Nice, that's your dad you're talking about.
What worries me, what always worries me, is what he'll do next.
We hope you have enjoyed tonight's performance. There will be a retiring collection.
Marie, so you two? Is this incest of a kind?
I don't know, but it looks like I'll be able to get to the computer for a change.
Eric, it's a lunatic scheme of Dad's. Welcome home. To the both of you.
To both of us.